God is good. Enjoy your life. Make the best of everything that you got. Try to see and achieve your goals. Set your goals where they are achievable. Don't shoot off. Don't try to make your goals higher than possible, because you're setting yourself up for failure. A lot of people in this bully game think that they're just going to produce fire right off the bat, and it's the breeders and the puppy sellers' fault for not really informing the new owner what they have to look, what they're getting themselves into. Of course, you're trying to sell your dog, you're trying to sell your breed, so you're gonna be like, yeah, the return is there, and it is there, but it's at least 5 years away, if not longer. For me, it's been 20 years in the making, and I ain't nowhere near what I want to produce. Slow and steady, correct and healthy. Any of these little techniques that people deploy to try to produce fire right off is not healthy for the dog and will end up hurting the dog in the long run. Don't paper hang. Don't breed your dog to a bulldog or a Frenchie and then lie about who the stud is to try to get compact girth. You're creating a dog. You're creating a vigorous hybrid. You're not creating a pure bully. You're creating a hybrid, which is two pure-blooded dogs from two different breeds put together to create something new. And this is not how you do it correctly. You start with a foundation male and a foundation female that best represents what you're trying to produce. I would suggest you spend a year just watching other breeders and see what they produce and how they do their thing before even buying a dog. Of course, just like all of us, we get spontaneous. We get an idea in our head, and then we have to have that dog as soon as possible. And that's where you end up making your first mistake. Buying an inexpensive dog that has a bunch of flaws and that is going to take a long time to correct. That is one of the biggest mistakes people make. You have to start off with a correct, solid, strong foundation. Otherwise, all you're going to do is you're going to keep trying to correct, and they're going to keep popping up the same flaws. I'm sorry, I got distracted. Alright, how I did it. 20 years in the making. I started with a foundation male and foundation female that best represented what I was trying to produce. From there, I added qualities that the dogs were lacking. To be able to be a good breeder, you have to be able to judge your dog correctly and be able to accept the flaws and the strengths that you have. I would suggest you do a tally every 6 weeks to 9 weeks of your yard. See what dogs, what they improved in, what they're developing in. Of course, you're going to have a slinky stage where the dog is just long and weird looking. You have to give it time to develop and pop. Males can take up to 3 to 4 human years before they really develop and pop to the third growth. Females is very important that you let them at least go to age 2 human years before you breed them. At least heat 3. You want the dog to be emotionally and physically aged enough to be able to deal with having a baby, to be dealing with the experience and stresses of losing a puppy. So if you don't do that, then you're going to have a dam that might hurt her puppies or not give them the proper training and love that they deserve. Also, when you're going to have your puppies, You gotta make sure you move your dam to her weeping area at least 3 weeks before she drops. That way she can get totally comfortable in her new environment. If she's stressed, then she's not gonna feel comfortable or safe to have those puppies. Then you're gonna have a dog that's constantly trying to hide and make a nesting by tearing stuff up. But if you provide that perfect environment, you're not gonna have to worry about none of that. That's what it's about. Doing the best that we can for our dogs. Providing the best possible care for them to grow and turn into what you want. Alright, how I pick a puppy. I picked a puppy that best represents the mom and the dad and their strong qualities that was passed down by their offspring, by their mom and dad, or their grandfather, or their great-grandfather. You want to add to those strengths. If you have a weakness, then you want to, if you're breeding to correct a flaw, say that the female has a weak rear end, and you breed it to a male that has a strong back end, and well, you're going to want to pick a puppy that represents the qualities of that female and corrects the rear end. So you're going to want to pick a dam that has mama's qualities, daddy's qualities, and a correction in the flaw. Then you introduce that dog into your breeding program. And you probably shouldn't breed the female ever again, the dam, because you corrected that. So why go backwards? Don't breed for greed. Breed for production. Correct, healthy production. Otherwise, you're going to have a yard full of dogs that you're not happy with and that aren't really representing what you're trying to produce. And if you have that, then you're stuck. Now you have a bunch of pets and you're upset because everything ain't going the way you want. So start it off right, and you won't have to repeat the same mistakes that a lot of us had to go through. When I started, nobody wanted to teach. Nobody wanted to give out any information because the game was to be sold, not told, is what they said. They protected it by protecting the information. I'm all about spreading the information for the breed, because it's up to us to better this breed. It's up to us to leave it better than how we found it. Getting rid of the flaws, getting rid of the bad breeders, getting rid of the bad representations of the breed. God bless you all. Have a blessed day. Please like and subscribe. If you want to talk about different topics, just leave it in the comments. If you have any questions, I'm here to help. God bless you all. Peace. Tell a peace, good friend.